That's more of your speed right there.
I'm staying away from that.
5 minutes between UCLA and North Carolina coming up right here on Fox.
A half-century ago, in the same Toledo hospital, 2 babies were born with a shared destiny. And now, they're back in the same place, on opposite sides of the fiercest rivalry in sports.
Good Day Wake Up. Good Day New York. Watch New York's winning teams. Weekday mornings starting at 4:30 on Fox 5.
If you slip and fall at a place of business, your injury may be their responsibility. Some of the worst injuries can come from easily preventable conditions: wet floors, broken steps, faulty railings, cracked sidewalks. You may be entitled to recover money damages as a result of your slip and fall, but we need to work quickly to preserve evidence. If you or a loved one were injured in a fall, call us at Pound Law on your cell phone. That's pound 529. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
I did some early shopping this year. One for you, one for me.
I love it. I got us a little something, too.
Yeah?
Yep. One for you, and one for me.
I love it.
Oh, actually, that was supposed to be for me.
I love it.
And I love that you love it.
I love it.
I like red.
During the Terrain Black Friday event, current lessees switch to GMC and get this low-mileage lease on this all-wheel drive 2019 Terrain SLE for around $199 per month.
This year, 2,800 people waiting for a liver transplant will die waiting. Don't wait. Find out about living donor liver transplants at UPMC today. Living donor liver transplants mean less waiting and better outcomes. UPMC is the nation's leader in living donor liver transplants. So why wait for a liver transplant? Call UPMC today. UPMC, life-changing medicine.
Life changes a lot in 10 years. And while we can't help you slow things down, Kidde can help you protect the things that matter with products whose features fit your lifestyle. Our advanced smoke and carbon monoxide alarms last 10 years with no battery changes. And our fire extinguishers are warranted to last even longer than that. So you can avoid worries and enjoy every moment, all 10 years of them. Find Kidde products today at your local home improvement store.
The Las Vegas Invitational on Fox is sponsored by Continental Tire. Welcome inside Orleans Arena, getting ready for 2 blue bloods. 17 national championships between them. The UCLA Bruins coming off that loss yesterday against Michigan State, taking on the North Carolina Tar Heels, bouncing back against that loss against Texas. Should be a good one here at the Orleans Arena. See the players getting ready. UCLA needing to bounce back. Of course, very inexperienced team there, Lab.
Well, let's face it, no one wants to leave Vegas 0-2. Vegas is a town about winning, whether it's dice, blackjack, craps is your game, Jimmy, I know.
And North Carolina getting ready to go. Of course, this is their 12th meeting against UCLA. Last time they met was back in 2015 in New York City. Got to get more out of Luke May, Jim.
Early and often, let him touch the ball, pick and roll, pick and pop. Let the ball go through the hoop, and I think Luke can open up the offense and make it a lot easier for his teammates.
North Carolina is ready to go, looking good. Only 2 fast break points against Texas yesterday. Had too many turnovers. 17 leading to 31 points. Should be a better effort. Should be a great ball game. We know it's going to sound good because 2 of the best in the business, Timmy Brando and Bill Raftery, have your call.
All right, Mike, thank you. It's magnificent to be in this setting in Las Vegas, and really in a lot of ways tipping off the holidays with a guy that loves to tip a few from time to time. Bill Raftery. Your thoughts?
They don't have much fun, do they? That's threesome. This is a mental situation, I think. No, 2 premier programs trying to bounce back. How are you going to approach it? It all starts on that defensive end. Getting down the stance, being tough, maybe creating some offense off turnovers or earning shots.
Let's get now your SoFi keys. Borrow, invest, and save all at once. Become a member of SoFi today.
You look at UCLA, you want hands to perform. Get other people involved, run that point. And, of course, Carolina, that. Thou shalt not enter the lane. They gave up too many dribble drives and decimated their defense.
Coming away from the game last night for UCLA against Michigan State, they needed to find a leader, someone to turn to, and Andy Katz has more on who that just may be today.
Thank you, Tim. Yeah, UCLA looking for that guy, kind of the player the way Kobe White was for North Carolina last night. Who is it? Well, it just may be Chris Wilkes. He needs to be that guy that steps forward, that takes the game over, and it's within his repertoire, especially in a game today where it's going to be up and down, a lot of transition. They're hoping Chris Wilkes has a bust-out game this afternoon. Back to you, Tim.
All right, thank you, Andy. And let's take a look at the Continental Tire starting lineups. The Bruins will have Jalen Hands handling it with Prince Ali, along with Wilkes, the aforementioned star sophomore Jalen Hill and Moses Brown. Kobe White coming off the 33, a career high, most points by a freshman since Harrison Barnes in 2011. Johnson, Williams, Brooks, and Luke May, the rest of the starting lineup. Steve Alford, who at 53 years of age is now in his 6th season at UCLA, and he said, you know what, I'm going to let my guys just take it against Michigan State, and we've got to learn from this. And Roy Williams told me a little earlier today at the warm-up that, look, we just got to check in mentally for this game. No time to worry. A case of amnesia can always be helpful with young players. Our officials for our consolation game, Roger Ayers, Lee Cassell, and Kelly Self. Of course, the second game will involve the 2 winners from our matchups yesterday, Michigan State and Texas, but 2 remarkable blue bloods on display here, UCLA and North Carolina.
And right now, Timmy B, UCLA goes, and good hands again.
Wow, big time. Big turn right at the start. Jalen Hill got involved right away for the pilfer, and here come the Bruins.
It's amazing thinking a crucial game this early in the year. Right? Psychologically, so important to get out of here with another win.
No question.
Double on the foul line. That's that elevator move.
Good passing inside.
Excellent.
Really good passing. That was Hill that made that beautiful pass.
Very much so.
Moses Brown with his first bucket from point-blank range.
Nice cross screen, and May got to be a factor. Such a big-time player.
Whoa, trying to duck under here against Brown. He does draw the contact, and we'll get to the foul. How about this passing early?
Not afraid to give it up, that little extra pass. But look at the presentation, too, though. Moses going right to that rim. Good acknowledgement. The other day, I walked in early, and May is shooting. I said, did you think that 3 was going in yesterday? He struggled with his offense, but that was a big-time shot.
It was.
Didn't go down.
And it was at almost the same spot, opposite side of the floor of the one he hit against Kentucky in 2017 to win the regional final in the year that North Carolina went on to win it all.
Be fun to watch Hands and White. That nice little curl. Pretty.
Beautiful. Wilkes answering the call, as Andy Katz mentioned. That's the guy they're going to look to possibly be a bigger factor in today's game.
15 last night.
Cameron Johnson pops out high. Not to be. Moses Brown collects the rebound. Prince Ali getting the high pick. He loves to drive to the basket.
He's going to have to drive. He's not shooting the ball as well as he can.
Working in on Cam Johnson. Well done. A quality drive right there.
Absolutely. Early offense with the back screen to the rim.
Here's Kobe White. He is fast and so quick, too, using the window pane.
How about that clear out for him on that right side? A little kiss runner. Big time maneuver. Of course, he's making those threes, so they hugged him. Took advantage.
Both teams with good rhythm offensively since that early turnover by North Carolina off the opening tip. Kobe White trying to get the steal to no avail. Hands with the shot clock now under 10. Working on May.
Good footwork by May.
Brown's got to take it up.
Pretty. Nice little spin out, huh?
Yeah.
You used the derriere. You would be a good low post player.
Oh, no question.
Well endowed that particular area. Little spin out.
Absolutely. Inside, Brooks has it rejected. Moses Brown with a nice job.
Let's see if Moses can run hard, give them more minutes.
It's a much more confident-looking UCLA team at the outset today. Wilkes trapped on the baseline.
And they use the lines well, don't they?
They really always have. Always have, North Carolina. Side out of bounds and along the baseline. They trap you. Williams.
Well, they need him to perk up. Struggling a little bit with that jump shot, but nice little delivery by White. Nice and early on the money.
Senior out of the state of Virginia. Kenny Williams.
Pick down in the box area. I think it may have been Brooks on that screen, but how about that? A little clear out, the ability to finish. And right here, nice little entry, little drop step spin. Big time maneuver. And Williams, a guy they really need to drill this jump shot. Making plays, but converting that three, essential.
Moses Brown picks up a quick foul down low. That's 2, so he has to sit down before we get to the first timeout. Well, not even to the 4-minute mark, and Moses Brown has 2 quick fouls. That will hurt UCLA down low. Williams with a fall away. Rebound is cleared by Cody Riley.
There you go, hooked up on Brooks the last trip on that offensive foul. But here, not good defense here, no stance. And that's what they gave up. Oh, goodness.
How fast is that?
He got hurt, too.
Yeah, it looks like he's a little gimpy on that left leg of his left ankle.
Remember yesterday, he came up a little gimpy as well, and that hurt him. But just the ability to get to the rim, so important. And I think that was the downfall for Carolina yesterday. Contain the bounce.
By the way, I should mention that Steve actually is having a birthday today, so he's 54 rather than 53.
He has his age well.
By the way, at this stage of life, when you're in your 50s, you generally don't accept the date until the date. You stay 53 until the actual day.
When I was in my 50s, it was so long ago, I can't remember.
I said it was the 5th anniversary of my 49th when I was 54. But I embraced 60. Barnes with a dump down. Strong move to the basket. That's what you want to see from Cody Riley.
And they just shield off beautifully.
Williams leaves it for Brooks.
Well, they get nice cut by Brooks. Got to make that shot, though.
Foul will be over the back against Luke May.
The boys were talking about Riley in the pregame show. He is a powerful power broker on the block. Finishing with that left.
Take a test drive and get a front row seat to plenty of entertainment. The Volkswagen Drive to Decide event. Get a Volkswagen with America's best 6-year, 72,000-mile limited warranty. Get a $1,000 bonus on select 2019 Jetta and 2018 Tiguan and Atlas 2.0T models.
Manolo, you're so cold. Come in. What's wrong?
It's dry.
Your scalp might get dry in the winter, too. Try Head & Shoulders Dry Scalp Care. It nourishes the scalp and keeps you up to 100% flake-free. Head & Shoulders Dry Scalp Care.
You asked, and it's back. The Papa John's Double Cheeseburger Pizza brings cheeseburgers and pizza together again. It's the best reunion ever. For $11, get a large pizza with double beef, zesty burger sauce, cheese, Roma tomatoes, and pickles.
There are a chosen few in possession of an X factor most can only dream of, capable of bringing a packed building to its feet with a simple wave of their arms. They don't just inspire school spirit, they embody it. Statues are built in their honor. Yep, there's no big man on campus bigger than the one in the big furry suit.
Whether I'm right, whether I'm wrong, whether I find a place in this world or never belong, I've gotta be me, I've gotta be me. What else can I be but what I am?
The Las Vegas Invitational on Fox is sponsored by Continental Tire. For what you do, and by USAA Insurance, banking and investments tailored for the military community. Our score is 12-9, UCLA by 3, and it's time now for Players to Watch, sponsored by State Farm. Talk to an agent today at 1-800-STATE-FARM.
Chris Moses with those 2 fouls that you noted with that offensive pick moved on Brooks. And Luke May got to step up. Big contributor, experience, likes big moments, big shots.
Moses Brown is now reduced to an assistant coach after those early fouls. UCLA, though, had a very clean offensive first segment of basketball, Bill. They were 6 out of 6 from the floor. Yesterday, only 24% in the first half.
And as usual, after a timeout, a little wrinkle, full court pressure, and by the heels.
Good find to Prince Ali off the skip pass.
Boy, that's good to see, too. Him ringing the bell. They used the floor wisely.
They really did. Jalen Hands with that beautiful pass. Cam Johnson cannot get that one to go. And quickly, Hands is on the loose again. Right back to the wing. Not there this time for Chris Smith. First miss by UCLA.
Look at this kid, though. He can get to the rim as well as shoot that deep one White.
He needs a little help from his bigs, Bill.
Yeah, they do. They got to get some. I mentioned May probably has to do more because Manley and Brooks aren't giving. Look at this use of the floor. We've seen this twice. And good opportunity, really put it right on the money, able to deliver.
Kobe White will trigger it in. Nasir Little is back on the floor.
A little zone look.
Sterling Manley has now come in.
Nice play with the cross screen. May set it up. Ooh.
Manley can make that shot, put it there every time, and he should drop it through.
It wasn't a Manley finish, though. I thought he should have just jammed it just in case there was traffic.
Speaking of traffic, inviting some, Chris Smith. Inviting the contact and knocking it down. His first bucket.
Nice pump. Passed up a shot, though, don't you think?
Yeah.
That is zone after that back screen lob.
May on the baseline, not to be. As touched by Manley. UCLA will control.
Just off his game a little bit, May. Not able to convert. That's usually a knockdown opportunity for him.
Both these coaches felt, and even though North Carolina scored a lot of points, 89, Roy was not happy with the lack of ball movement. Thought that this team got stagnant at times, and really Texas took it to them, had them on their heels, pardon the pun.
Unfortunately, it was the dribble drive that cost them.
Yeah. Just into the game, Bernard driving to the basket. Manley gets in the way.
Nice play by May. What a good read. Oh, anticipation.
Great defensive play by Smith. Leads to an open tray. Chris Wilkes.
Well, they look loose and happy, don't they?
They do. May trying to post up Chris Smith.
That's what makes him tough. He can beat you in a lot of areas.
Kobe White. When you think about the way he can play this game, the freshman from Goldsboro, North Carolina, off the bounce as well as catch and shoot.
He's a confident offensive player.
7 points already today. Hands, not to be. Had to shoot that one over a pretty lengthy defender in White.
Nice cut here to get the open look for White.
Oh, it's going up. Everything he's shooting is going through.
Well, when you can score and shoot like that, you know how to get free. What a nice read.
White now 3 for 4 and 2 for 2 from downtown.
Boy, Carolina not really guarding that post rub well, giving it a clean look. Able to get rid of it. But this is just really smart, you know. Oh, if he stayed out there, he doesn't get the good look. Nice play by Williams to set him up.
Kobe White, the fastest guard, according to Roy, that he's had maybe since Ty Lawson. And that's saying something because Ty was ultra quick. Joel Berry wasn't stuck in the mud either.
Well, I'm looking at some of the guys they've had. We mentioned Felton yesterday. Ty Lost, Kendall Marshall, Marcus Page, Joel Berry was a speed demon, so that's high praise for that guy.
No question. Little pull-up off of the heel, and the rebound corralled by UCLA.
I like Little's middle game, though. He really is a nice pull-up game.
Singleton with the ball. Being checked by Leaky Black. 6-7 point forward, if you will. Riley,
how about that?
Showing some dexterity, getting past Manley there.
You got to jump on that arm, that left arm.
22-17, Bruins by 5. 8 minutes gone by here in Las Vegas. Little, not to be, pulled down by Jules Bernard. He goes crossover, throws one up from his hip and gets fouled.
He loves to attack, doesn't he?
Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, but everywhere else. There are stores open late for shopping and fun as people seek gifts, or even give some. Not necessarily wrapped with paper and bows, but gifts of kind deeds, hard work, and cold toes. There's magic in the air on this day, at this time. The world's very much alive at 11:59.
My ancestry DNA results. 74% Italian. And I found out that I'm from the big toe of that sexy Italian boot. So this holiday season, it's Ancestry DNA per tutti! Order your kit now at Ancestry.com.
There are a chosen few in possession of an X factor most can only dream of, capable of bringing a packed building to its feet with a simple wave of their arms. They don't just inspire school spirit, they embody it. Statues are built in their honor. Yep, there's no big man on campus bigger than the one in the big furry suit.
Is on the line as Gardner Minshew and the Cougars take on the Huskies. Touchdown! Washington State tonight at 8:30 Eastern on Fox and the Fox Sports app.
Welcome back to the Las Vegas Invitational on Fox, sponsored by Continental Tire. 22-17 our score. And a reminder, rivalry week continues tonight on Fox. Number 16, Washington against number 8, Washington State at 8:30 Eastern. The Apple Cup, the winner advancing to the Pac-12 championship. Then tomorrow, one of the most anticipated games of the year. Number 4, Michigan against number 10, Ohio State. Coverage begins at 11 Eastern on Fox, or watch anywhere on the Fox Sports app. And those are your stars. Shea Patterson has offered a huge difference to Jim Harbaugh's team this year. The transfer from Ole Miss, he can scramble, he can make some big plays, and of course Dwayne Haskins means everything to the Buckeyes. But J.K. Dobbins might be the key in that game, Ref, because they got to be able to run the ball, keep Michigan from dominating them, because the Wolverines' D has just been incredible.
And we said yesterday, did you say Maryland ran the ball?
They did. They carved them apart, and the Buckeyes have got to shore that up. Since they lost Bosa early in the year, they have just not been the same at all from a defensive standpoint. Very fortunate to be in the position they're in for a meaningful game to get to the Big Ten title, as much as they've surrendered defensively.
Let's get back to basketball.
Yes, we will. We will. 24-17, Bruins.
You wear so many hats, you know. A little flex kind of a run here.
Brandon Robinson on the floor out of the timeout. Number 4 in white for North Carolina. Junior from Douglas, North Georgia. Puts that one up on the front rim, and it's taken down by Bernard.
Tony Walk.
In traffic, Hill forced that one up a bit. Pulled down by Sterling Manley. North Carolina 5 of 15 from the floor. So not a scintillating start by any stretch, but Kobe White has certainly answered the bell. He's getting a little time on the bench right now, but they're going to get him back in quickly.
Nice denial by Hill in the low box area, but the guy that been lighting it up in Vegas, you light it up in Vegas, you got a future. The ability to put it on the deck, get to the rim, get himself available in that corner. Was a solid performance, this kid. Everybody really whispering about him now.
He's more than just a prolific point. He can be on the floor in the 2 position as well and burn you either way. Wilkes taking it strong to the hoop. And again, we'll get to the free throw line as a result. He's been aggressive.
And once again, the inability to contain that dribble. Well, that really puts pressure on the interior defense.
Manley got the foul. And Wilkes at the free throw line.
Well, one thing about Carolina, you were saying off air, they get better as the year progresses. Now, this is not the team we're going to see in a couple of months.
Well, Roy's teams always get better from a defensive standpoint. You don't always notice it because the offense is generally so good.
And they're not getting much off their defense.
Strong move to the basket. Beautiful attack by North Carolina's Nasir Little, the freshman from Orange Park, Florida.
He is fun in the open floor, that kid.
Singleton needs some help.
The other problem for Carolina is that run and jump. They haven't done that. They got the hands in there.
And a little bit of a bailout foul there.
And just the ability to get down the floor quickly. A nice little pass again by White. Gives people time and opportunity in the open floor area. And he can soar with the best of them.
On that trap, Nasir Little basically bailed him out. They had him trapped, but he committed the foul, so UCLA will trigger the inbounds.
And you know, one of the other problems for Carolina, UCLA scoring, they have to take it out of the net to push it, which takes a little longer.
So, meaning if you're playing against North Carolina, it's good to maybe make some baskets.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt.
It helps. Turnover there.
A little carry, yeah.
Don't see that called that often. That's the 4th turnover committed by UCLA.
And White there sprung it, delayed a little bit, a little panic with the palm.
Manley takes a seat, so Luke May is back on the floor along with Little, Kenny Williams, Cam Johnson, and Kobe White. I think we got stuck with 6 players on the floor for a second.
Now, Steve is telling Moses Brown, you've got to tell who's coming out. They could have had 6 on the floor.
That's right.
He just ran on the floor like it's in the, the playground, the schoolyard.
What freshmen will do.
Oh.
Cam Johnson from deep. Moses Brown brings it down and wisely kept his ball high.
Exactly.
Williams was going to pick.
Smart.
Yeah. He was coming around the corner, wasn't he? Pick and roll.
Watch the charge.
Good defensive trap there, but a foul is going to be whistled inside. It'll go against Cam Johnson.
Now keep it up, keep those elbows high. And dangerous, huh? Good feel and strength, too. Well, he had a learning experience yesterday, I think.
Yeah, he really did.
And I loved his second half. And not the numbers so much as effort. Got involved. That running, none of the block. Running the floor full tilt. Just showed a lot more energy.
Steve Alford told us in the practice preceding the game with Michigan State that he was going to leave him out there because he felt like he needed to understand that this was a different level. And he found out in spades. No question.
What do you mean, the Catholic League in New York is a different level?
Nick Ward was a different level for him.
They made the free throw.
How about that?
Really struggling. He's going to have to work on that. No show by Moses there.
Oh, White missed one. Everyone's astonished. Brown had a double-double to start his career 3 times. See, a lot of times you begin to think maybe you're better than you really are after those kinds of numbers.
Why are you looking at me when you said that?
Singleton with the pick. Jalen Hands dealing again to Singleton. Count it.
Wow, nice little dribble drive again with the kick at the end.
May right where he wants it. Just can't find it. That one off the heel. And the Bruins are pushing it, and pushing it really good. Prince Ali.
Look at the knockout punch on that one. They were right with the slap. Boy, Roy's really furious on the sideline. But get yourself into that lane. Just collapse the defense. Make yourself available. And get those puppies organized. Boy, Roy is livid over there.
Yeah, you know, he came today buttoned up, got the suit on, the sports coat, and he's up. He's like, this is a real game. This is not some exhibition where I'm in my attire I'd wear for practice.
Nice split. He wants them to give it all, getting back to Roy.
Yes, he is. Hands. May the rebound for North Carolina.
Well, they're not getting back. UCLA led.
How about that? They're going to say score it.
Wow.
Boy, looked pretty good.
It looked pretty good to me. I don't know.
Give the bucket to Kenny Williams. He's got 5. I'm with you. I thought that looked good.
What is Tyus telling him? He hasn't been up that high. He can be explaining that to him. I thought that was excellent defense. Nice spelling, too. Get him out of the game.
Yeah, he's already playing with 2. That's a walk.
And good reaction there.
Jalen Hill turns it over.
Brooks very alert.
5th turnover for UCLA. Well, so far, Steve Alford's team has answered the bell in terms of its intensity on both ends.
Yeah, it's a nice little play.
Not there off the baseline.
It's Johnson, the open look.
Ali looking for the pick from Hill.
Waiting hands on one another. Really little one-on-one. 2 extraordinary players.
Clear out. Mano a mano. Guard against guard right here.
Wow. Good defense by White. Much better. They don't come up with the ball. They're not getting those loose ones.
He won that battle. Pair of blue bloods going toe-to-toe. Guys that know things about winning championships on each sideline, too.
Your Highness, thank you for the invitation.
Yes, though our moat is much larger than this.
Our great hall is much greater than this.
Much.
Our parties are much less crowded than this.
Oh, and our beers are much fancier than that.
Much.
Why did we invite them again?
We're raiding a castle and needed a distraction.
Attack, man! Bud Light, for the many, not the few.
Heading west to where the sun sleeps. City fallout, let our lungs breathe. Can you hold me? I can't even speak. Oh my, here it goes. 'Cause this is already begun. This is already begun.
Dare to be devoted. Jared.
There are a chosen few in possession of an X factor most can only dream of, capable of bringing a packed building to its feet with a simple wave of their arms. They don't just inspire school spirit, they embody it. Statues are built in their honor. Yep, there's no big man on campus bigger than the one in the big furry suit.
This happens all the time. I'll help take care of it.
No, I'll take care of it.
What's that? The budget insurance companies are building these cheap knockoff robots to compete with us.
How may I assist you, fine gentleman?
Looks really freaky. One thing is certain, these bots don't have the compassion of a real State Farm agent.
I have compassion.
Yeah, we cool.
I am so sorry for your automobile.
The Las Vegas Invitational on Fox is sponsored by State Farm, here to help life go right. By SoFi, a personal finance company to fit your goals. And by DollarShaveClub.com. We have everything you need in the bathroom. Our score here in Las Vegas, a scintillating start, 58% from the floor for UCLA. They lead by 8. Well, time now, Bill, for a look at some notable games in college basketball, brought to you by USAA Insurance, Banking and Investments, tailored for the military community. Big game for Pascal for Nova as they got on the winning side of things against Michael Boynton's Oklahoma State team.
Get a couple in a row, Canisius as well. Of course, look at the score there, 53-46. You think the D prevailed?
Yeah.
Goodness.
Pack line was back in action for Tony Bennett. But Wisconsin, I'm telling you, is back.
They're good. They're a very good team. That's a good win for Virginia.
For Wisconsin to get to the finals of that event meant a lot to them. And Aline Ford, who had been injured, is back. Demetra Trice is also back. Jalen Hands has been really wheeling and dealing. 4 quality assists early. North Carolina just not being able to shoot the ball well outside of Kobe White. There's another wing jumper, and they just keep falling for Chris Smith and company.
On the ball screen, and then the rotation, and then the closeout is tardy.
Largest lead of the day.
There you go.
May with an answer, taking it inside and using the glass.
He can take you to school in a lot of spots on the floor. Probably deserves a lot more touches.
UCLA's really shown up on the glass too, Bill. They're out rebounding North Carolina by 6.
Then that's a stat seldom heard over the years.
Absolutely. Prince Ali dribbles into a trap.
Too many people.
Williams on a blow-by against Ali. Yes, and one.
Nothing like a smooch in Las Vegas. Boy, pretty good strength. Take the hit. And just terrific delivery and poise under fire.
Kenny Williams looking for the old-fashioned three-point play, and it was dynamite. He's got 8, so a little help for Kobe White now in the form of Kenny Williams. 32-26. Wilkes. Good handle. And they're just attacking North Carolina.
And off a good movement, too. A little pin down on that foul area. A nice little curl with the bounce.
First foul on Kenny Williams. 17 fouls now committed by the Heels.
Looks like both clubs are feeling one another out, don't they? And every season, total control of the game.
UCLA's offense seems to be more in the flow.
Yes.
From a team standpoint. But maybe North Carolina can warm up already. Kenny Williams is getting into the act to help Kobe White out. Luke May is the key. They got to get him at least.
Good ball movement.
White. Why not?
He's got some stroke. But that's that unselfish play. Historically, making the extra pass for the Heels.
He's 3 for 4 from downtown, and it's 34-29. You notice Luke May, I think he wanted to take that shot, Bill, but he turned it down because he lost the handle.
Right.
Made a great pass.
There's the trap, reading the line. They get the bump again.
Yep.
May gets it. And they work very hard. I know the fans are annoyed, but there was a little bang. But this all starts with this slip, and you're right. A little mishandle, make the extra look, get them organized and drill it.
The other reason Roy Williams and the fans are a little upset is because Luke May got his second foul.
And if I could shoot as well as White, I'd grow my hair like that too.
Tell you, as fast as he is, you wonder if he did cut the hair, would he be even faster? You know?
You think it's slow like a swimmer?
Yeah.
That's right. Are you suggesting they switch to Speedos?
No. No, someone will think of that one day, though. I'm sure some merchandising company. 36-29, a 7-point cushion.
And a tough catch.
Yeah.
Not a good look. Empty side. Sometimes you pass it up.
Leaky Black will come back into the game to replace Kenny Williams. 5:55 remaining, opening half. First of 2 today on Fox. Here in the Las Vegas Invitational. Brought to you by Continental Tire. Happy to have you with us. Texas and Michigan State in the championship game coming up immediately following this.
Good footwork. How about that?
And a steal. White.
Just because you were a little more aggressive at the point of attack, that turnover occurred.
That was one time where hands lost the hands, and it enabled North Carolina to get its defense involved to start its offense.
This is where you begin to become a team on this end of the floor.
Too strong, but a recycle. Prince Ali comes away with the offensive rebound.
And Hands doing a good job trying to get control and organize.
And that North Carolina contingent is heard from, isn't it? They travel big time. They love their Tar Heels.
What's not to like, right?
There's that skip across the way, and that wing jumper's been there all day long, Bill. Prince Ali does it. He's got 8.
Well, you're drawing the defense in a lot of times with a ball screen, and then the cover and closeout. Just a little bit late.
That play has been working all day for UCLA. May not to be, and a foul over the back against Garrison Brooks.
This mishandle sets it up, and a nice little anticipation in the passing lane, and the rest. This kid can do it all. Some elevation. Pretty athletic maneuver at the rim as well, but just, again, mishandle, cough it up. Defense steps up a little bit, gives you a little energy.
Nasir Little checks into the game to replace Garrison Brooks. Cody Riley at the free throw line.
You've always got the ability to play smaller, I think. And I think you'll see a lot more of it. You know, the position-less kind of attitude.
Leaky, left open. Well, you can't give him that much room. And the freshman from Concord, North Carolina, knocks it down.
1 for 3 from 3 prior to that.
He looked like a seasoned veteran from downtown with that wide open jumper.
Well, he walked, I thought he dragged that foot. Look at this aggressive D. Oh, just too overzealous by White.
Well, Roy just looks at him with some disdain.
He didn't have to do that.
No, you got to trap. I think we've had about 3 or 4 fouls for North Carolina when they had traps.
Unnecessary.
Yeah, completely unnecessary. Kobe White second. He's got a ton of guys now. Luke May, Kobe White, Garrison Brooks all with 2. And still a lot of time remaining in the opening half. Like you've done everything you really need to do.
Well, yeah, I saw Roy was talking to him simply because, you know, you had it. Just be relaxed. Don't reach in.
Chris Smith was really the 3rd man off the bench a year ago for UCLA. Only 17 when he began as a Bruin. Really beginning to develop. This is a very young UCLA team.
Big upside, too, for Smith.
Little needing help, found the right guy. That's the right guy, and there's a foul.
Wow. What a first step.
It's explosive, isn't it?
A little lingerie on the deck. The blow-by. And a good collection at the rim there. Solid defense.
Riley gets the foul. My friend Spencer Tillman in football would say, that's like smoke through a keyhole. Kobe White is fast.
Take your razor, yep. Up and down, never side to side, Shakim. You got it?
Come on, stay focused.
Hard work, baby. Gonna pay off.
It was pitch black outside, and it was eerily silent. And then, boom, I started checking myself, my arms, my torso, and I reached up for my legs, and that's when I felt it. People say that when you die, your life flashes before your eyes. I started to see all the things I'd never do again. Imagine my daughter walked down the aisle without me, dressed in white as a bride, just no dad.
I'm Trace Atkins, and I want to tell you about Wounded Warrior Project and how they stood by Dan's side when he needed them the most.
Whatever I needed, or whatever my family needed, they would be there. Wounded Warrior Project has given my daughter her dad back.
Your gift today can help us provide the programs and services desperately needed by our wounded service members. Join the Advanced Guard monthly giving program, and we'll send you this Wounded Warrior Project blanket.
They're making things better for me and tens of thousands of other wounded warriors and their families.
Please call or go online right now.
Welcome back to Las Vegas. Hope you're enjoying your holiday weekend. We are here in Las Vegas for the Las Vegas Invitational. I'm Mike Hill. Don't forget, at the half, I'll be joined by Jim Jackson and Steve Lavin. We'll break down the first half of this one. UCLA looking much better. And we'll take a look at the championship game between Michigan State and Texas. Good guard matchup in that one. That's you guys.
All right, Mike, thank you. And speaking of outstanding guard play in today's game, Kobe White again, 15 on 5 of 7. You look at the rest of the team, Bill. Before yesterday, White's career high was 16. Yesterday, he had 20 in the first half, 33 for the game for a career high, and he's on pace to do that again today.
How he goes about it is impressive, too. Doesn't seem to force shots. He mixes his game up, knows how to get free. You know, beautiful career ahead of this kid. By the way, the pregame and the halftime guys shouldn't get paid. They have too much.
And I know for a fact they were up later than we were last night.
Oh, absolutely.
They were up later.
I had my tea about 7:30. Put my slippers on.
You're not one of those that confiscates the slippers when you leave town, are you?
I always bring a large bag. All the things they give you at the win. There's that run and jump.
Good pass again. Hands dealing it and staying with it strong underneath Cody Riley.
He became available. Really heady play by him and a nice find by Hands.
Nasir Little picks up his second foul. Boy, Roy's going to have some foul difficulty issues if this game is close and we get late. A number of guys with multiple fouls.
We'd like to put Hubert Davis in. It'd be good to see Hubert alongside of him.
Got a fantastic stroke. One of the greats.
Long NBA career.
He and Sean May over there, and of course his veteran turn-to guy Steve Robinson, who once the head coach at Florida State on that staff. 43-34, a 9-point lead for UCLA.
With a little flex look.
Off the ball. Foul spotted by Lee Cassell. It goes against Chris Wilkes. First foul on Chris. But Bernard checks out of the game. Should mention that Andrew Platek, number 3 for North Carolina, checked in a moment ago during the break. They've been utilizing him quite a bit. That's the 16th foul, by the way, on the Bruins. So one more, and North Carolina will be in the bonus.
Adjust the clock, I think, at least a second off. This is a tough spot to get the ball in.
Championship game is coming up. This, by the way, is a sellout. And the history of this event, this is as big a matchup as they've ever had. All 4 teams, really 3 blue bloods when you think about it. And Texas, of course, a very proud program. Luke May not to be in a tip-in. Beautiful work by Brandon Robinson.
Very active on that play, but again, soft enough to be tipped. Luke's just off his stroke a little bit.
Hands, very confident taking it in. Wilkes, beautiful.
And Hands, very patient. Great find.
Boy, his dribble drive.
They don't get back. Oh, my goodness. Little lapse. That's too easy. You got to make them work. See the ball.
Hands just right back at you. That's going to be an offensive foul. Good work by Kobe White getting back that time.
Boy, his footwork on defense is excellent. Just all of a sudden, you don't match up properly, and you're going to pay dearly for it.
Kenny Williams coming back onto the floor, replacing Playtech. Garrison Brooks will also check in. Here they come. Here's the bus stop. That's 3 horns in a row, right? Here we go. Just the way Dean used to do it. John Thompson was big on that, too.
Well, it sort of gets a little rest for your team a little bit.
There's the horn. Here comes another guy.
The difference between the 2 guys you mentioned and the rest of us who coached, they had players that could really play. Easier to make decisions.
Little pulls up in the lane. Ripped down by Cody Riley.
Good balance here.
Beautiful feed. That was a thing of beauty, but the iron tantalizingly unkind to Chris Smith. That was a beautiful leave on a trailer. Got everything there, Bill, but the finish. Cam Johnson has not been heard from.
A nice move to go finish.
That was a little timid, wasn't it? He's 0 for 5. I mean, that's one of your go-to guys. 17-point average coming in to this event.
Great denial. This is what they do beautifully. Force the timeout. Heady play. Got to be ready for it.
12 to shoot when we come back. 45-38.
T-Mobile believes it's better to give than to receive. Some may disagree. Others won't believe it. And some just won't have the words. Join T-Mobile and get the Samsung Galaxy S9 free. We look forward to your reactions.
I give thanks for so many things. I give thanks for my family and how much they've meant to me and always will. I give thanks because I'm doing what I really want to do. I have a job. I'm coaching. I'm coaching basketball at the University of North Carolina. But mainly, I also give thanks for those 3 little grandchildren.
Well, we can identify with that, Roy.
Yeah, exactly.
What a career and what a gentleman through the years. 31st season.
Very touching.
Yeah, really is. And you know, he's had some health issues the last few years that he's had to fight through. Of course, the year when Dean Smith passed away was very tough on him. And he looks to me to be in the best shape I've seen him in quite a few years.
Yeah, a lot of them, look at this, they don't
beautiful
again.
Yeah, and a foul.
Ooh, we'll probably take a look at this. I think it was a clean play.
Yeah. Dickie Black is going to get the foul.
Real good, clean effort at it. Yeah, it's all ball. Steve was asking, too.
They wanted to make absolutely certain, and I think, yeah, it was just a common foul. And Riley to the free throw line. You know, we were talking, Scott Alexander, our statistician, mentioned to us as we went to break, Cam Johnson only 0 for 5. Luke May is 1 for 5. So that's 2 of your best options, a collective 1 of 10 from the floor for North Carolina.
Well, in fairness, seldom do you play back-to-back.
Yep.
And there is a fatigue factor, so maybe at halftime, relax a little bit, get warmed up. They need them to contribute.
Manley feeding Johnson. Kenny Williams has had quite a first half, shown signs of explosiveness. Shot clock winding down on Cam. Here's Leaky Black. He's going to have to make this happen by giving it up to Williams.
A really good defensive set.
It was. Wilkes with the rebound for UCLA. An incredible defensive change for UCLA from yesterday to today, Bill.
Yeah, no question. Really got their head in the game.
They got a Michigan State lesson. Hands with only 5 on the clock. Has to put it up.
That's what happens when you play against men, though.
Yeah, that's right.
If you're not equally adept or equipped, you're going to pay mightily.
See the shot clock and game clock discrepancy, only a couple of seconds. North Carolina chooses to hold on. Close to the end of the shot clock. Here's the high pick from Manley.
Nice cover, Riley.
Johnson against the clock. Hello!
What did you say? He heard you.
Yes.
You're picking at him.
Kim comes up big to close out the half.
Boy, when in doubt, a step back three from deep under duress. Well, that's a motivating little bit of a lift, don't you think, Tim? Get those puppies organized.
Wow.
At a Moon Township. I think there's another famous guy from there, John Calipari.
Absolutely.
A little nylon from deep. A grad transfer, or a graduate, I should say.
And let's go over to Andy Katz. He's got Steve Alford with him.
All right, thank you, Tim. Well, despite what just happened at the end of the half, you guys scored 26 in the first half against Michigan State, 46 tonight so far. What's the difference?
Well, I thought the second half against Michigan State, we started playing a little bit better. I thought they punched us in the face last night, and we needed that. And I thought tonight we came out and we played, I think, the way we're capable of playing, both offensively and defensive. I liked what we've seen. The pace is good for us, but we're taking good shots tonight, and that's a key for us.
Thanks, Steve.
Thank you.
Back to you, Tim.
All right, Andy, the Bruins lead by 5 at the break. Mike Hill, Jim Jackson, Steve Lavin back with a halftime report right after this. You're watching the Las Vegas Invitational exclusively on Fox.
When out with friends, you could tell the truth or a better version of it. Just ask Dos Equis, the beer Mexico's astronauts left on the moon.
Yep, still there.
Aged for 400 years deep within Mount Cerveza. And the only beer to escape Alcatraz and survive. Maybe that's why we're the one beer on draft in Dan Marino's Dan Cave. Woo! Dos Equis, keep it interessante.
Dependability, honesty, integrity, just like in the military, at the Air Force Academy, and certainly from my family, my grandfather. Those are the things I'm always getting when I'm dealing with USAA. You can always depend that you're going to be able to get someone on the phone. Those people are going to be friendly, and they're going to be able to help you with whatever you need done. You never feel like you're just a number. You always feel like an individual when you're dealing with USAA. I'm Joe Lombardi, and I'm a USAA member for life.
USAA. Get your insurance quote today.
This weekend, the Fox Football Feast continues. You ready? Tonight, Washington takes on Washington State. And tomorrow, this is big. Michigan battles Ohio State. Then the Seahawks-Panthers top off Sunday. The Fox Football Feast continues all weekend. Sponsored by Peloton, the perfect gift for them and you.
Welcome back to the orbital. All hands, begin prepping all stations for first contact.
Sweetness.
Uncle John!
You ready?
Yes!
For every kind of big day, there's McDonald's new triple breakfast stacks, stacked with 2 sausage patties, 2 slices of cheese, bacon, and egg.
Medical malpractice is America's 3rd leading cause of death. Not some other country, right here in America, 250,000 people are killed every year due to a doctor or hospital's negligence, and countless more are injured. If you believe you or a loved one were the victim of medical malpractice, call our dedicated team today. Our review team includes a registered nurse so we can quickly evaluate your case, and you pay nothing unless we recover for you. Call or visit to learn more. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
What do you get the person that loves to tailgate? How about a new tailgate?
This year, turn Black Friday into Buick Friday. Current eligible lessees get this low mileage lease on this 2018 Buick Encore for around $169 per month. Or get this 2018 Buick Enclave for around $359 per month.
Altice One by Optimum has 40% better Wi-Fi that's so much faster it's hard to believe, especially if you don't believe anything.
1,500 thread count. I doubt it. 1, 2, 3, 372, 936, 1,500. But how do I know it's Egyptian? Of course the Wi-Fi is fast up here, but...
Try Altice One, the all-in-one entertainment experience that converts the skeptics.
Wow! It works down here, too!
For just $69.99 a month for the first year.
Watch Jerry and Steve on Fox 5 News at 5, followed by Ernie at 6 p.m.
Prince Ali, Boombaye, UCLA on a knockout punch early. Like a totally different squad today against UNC, up by 5 at the half. Las Vegas Invitational. Mike Hill, Jim Jackson, Steve Lavin hanging out with you. I don't know what Steve Alford said to his ball club between last night and this morning before they took on this North Carolina squad, but this is an entirely different Bruins squad. What's the difference?
The energy and effort was that we talked about being competitive, and it shows up early on in the defensive end of the court. UCLA did an excellent job of negating some easy opportunities by North Carolina, making it tough for them to score, making it uncomfortable, just being aggressive. And as a result, when you do that and play defense like that, now you're able to create turnovers, you get out in transition, you share the basketball, and your offense is energized to the tune of 14 made baskets and 10 assists. That was the difference in the first half to me with UCLA.
Yeah, excellent point. And I think a key contributor, as we talked about at the outset of this broadcast, was Cody Riley. Right. 6'9", aggressive, very productive with his minutes. 7 points and 7 rebounds, showing some offensive skill, the ability to muscle using the shoulder there into the sternum of the defender to keep ground bound, and then finishes here off the bounce. Again, right to the cup, aggressive, trying to chew iron, play with that hard edge. And I think Coach Alford did a nice job of distributing the minutes, played 9 players and kept them fresh. So it was quality spurts. And as a result, they played with more energy while they were in the game.
But what you see, too, from a young team is the ability to respond when you go through some adversity. And that's what you want to see. Whether you win or lose the game doesn't matter in that regards. It's how you respond to what happened before. Exactly. You like that, right?
North Carolina trailed by as many as 11. Kobe White with 15 points, another phenomenal game for him, but he needs some help in the second half. They're down by 5. Meanwhile, after this one, there should be a good one between Michigan State and Texas. Texas trying to make another statement today against Sparty. We will preview that coming up right after this.
Doesn't that cloud right there look like a penguin?
Really? That looks exactly like a busted pipe spewing water everywhere.
Can you just stop being an insurance agent for like 2 seconds?
It's my job to think about these things.
Well, what does that cloud look like?
That looks just like your house. That's being burglarized. They're stealing your TV right there. Oh, and right there, it's a bear destroying your car.
You need a vacation soon, very soon.
You know, Chris, some of us don't have an off season.
T-Mobile believes it's better to give than to receive. Some may disagree. Others won't believe it. And some just won't have the words. Join T-Mobile and get the Samsung Galaxy S9 free. We look forward to your reactions.
Whether I'm right, whether I'm wrong, whether I find a place in this world or never belong, I've gotta be me, I've gotta be me. What else can I be but what I am?
A half-century ago, in the same Toledo hospital, 2 babies were born with a shared destiny. And now, they're back in the same place, on opposite sides of the fiercest rivalry in sports.
Imagine being able to do whatever you want to do, whenever you want to do it. Sandals, more quality inclusions than any other resorts on the planet. Save up to 65%. Call 1-800-SANDALS.
It's Friday Frenzy at Raymore and Flanagan. Doorbuster deals start at 8 a.m. Save 26% on this sofa and love seat. Save $400 on this TV console. 28% on this queen bed. 30% on this island set. Get a free adjustable base with select mattresses. All with 0% APR for an incredible 72 months. Find it, feel it, furnish it fast during Friday Frenzy at Raymore and Flanagan.
This year, 2,800 people waiting for a liver transplant will die waiting. Don't wait. Find out about living donor liver transplants at UPMC today. Living donor liver transplants mean less waiting and better outcomes. UPMC is the nation's leader in living donor liver transplants. So why wait for a liver transplant? Call UPMC today. UPMC, life-changing medicine.
Football on Fox 5 this Sunday. Brought to you locally by Toyota. Let's go places. Watch Rosanna Scotto and Laurie Stokes on Good Day New York.
Two of the top 25 scores going on. Purdue getting 19 from the All-American Carson Edwards in the 84-46 win. And Virginia, Wisconsin, 53-46. DeAndre Hunter with 20 points and 9 rebounds in that one. Mike Hill, Steve Lavin, and Jim Jackson hanging out with you, getting ready for the championship game that's coming up after this one. Michigan State and Texas. And guys, if you like backcourts, you're going to enjoy this one today.
Yeah, dynamic duos, terrific tandems, and when you look at Texas, really, it's guard play that serves as a catalyst both offensively and defensively, because when you're the Longhorns playing for Shaka Smart, you know it's about pressure on the ball defensively, and then off your defense, pushing the ball, and Roach demonstrated that yesterday.
Well, but a mirror image in regards to what Michigan State was bringing to the table with Joshua Langford and also Cassius Winston. Two guards who love to push the ball up the court, defensively want to get up into you. Again, for me, the backcourt of Michigan State is all about making sound decisions. When you do that, you don't allow a Kerwin Roach or Matt Coleman to get out in transition and create easy opportunities. So I'm looking forward to the matchup, not just from a scoring perspective, but how they control tempo, how they play defense on each other, and limit turnovers.
Yeah, and how does Michigan State crowd those guards on the pick and roll? How do they help from the weak side, try and pinch and crowd? Those mid-floor pick and rolls is really where the success of Texas happened against North Carolina.
And can Michigan State keep Kerwin and Matt Coleman out of the lane? That's going to be the key.
Well, thanks to Texas and Curtin Roach, they gave North Carolina a loss yesterday. Roy Williams upset again today. He's got to come back from a 5-point deficit. Timmy B in Raf with the second half call. Coming up right after this.
Did you know half of all guys will experience erectile dysfunction? That's right, half of you. But only 25% get treated, which means the rest of you may want to pay attention. With Roman, you can get 80 meds prescribed online, delivered right to your door. Just visit GetRoman.com, chat with a U.S. licensed physician, and you'll get FDA-approved medication delivered in discreet packaging. Roman, let's take care of it. Get your first month free at GetRoman.com/TV.
There are a chosen few in possession of an X factor most can only dream of, capable of bringing a packed building to its feet with a simple wave of their arms. They don't just inspire school spirit, they embody it. Statues are built in their honor. Yep, there's no big man on campus bigger than the one in the big furry suit.
Celebrities sing undercover in America's biggest guessing game ever. Oh, no. The Masked Singer premieres January 2nd on Fox.
Imagine being able to do whatever you want to do, whenever you want to do it. Sandals, more quality inclusions than any other resorts on the planet. Save up to 65%. Call 1-800-SANDALS.
Now you can be part of the ultimate pop culture extravaganza. Just go to fox5ny.com and enter to win 4 tickets to WrestleMania. That's 4 tickets to WrestleMania at MetLife Stadium on April 7th. Catch all the superstars. Enter today.
Hey, it's your pal, the $6 Million Man. Remember how happy you were getting me as a kid? Feel that way again with a stylish Honda Accord during Happy Honda Days. It comes with a standard turbocharged engine and Honda Sensing, a suite of safety and driver assist features. Yep, they really did build the Accord better, stronger, faster. Wait, where have I heard that before? Get something you'll love during Happy Honda Days with great deals on the Honda Accord. Right now at your Honda dealer.
I can't believe it.
That Grandpa's nose is performing flat in the bumblebee?
Now, you goof. I can't believe how easy it was to save hundreds of dollars on my car insurance with Geico.
Nice.
I know, right?
Believe it, Geico could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Christmas at Fortune Off Backyard Store, where the magic begins. For years, we have helped our customers feel the spirit of Christmas with our dazzling holiday displays, including the largest selection of lifelike pre-lit trees. They come in all shapes and sizes with the latest technology. Plus, receive $50 worth of ornaments free with the purchase of any Christmas tree over $399. Wreaths, garland, ornaments, outdoor decor, and more. Christmas at Fortune Off Backyard Store, where the magic begins.
Moped sharing is hitting the streets right here in New York City.
Dynamic duo.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, did we just do a fist bump?
Join Sukanya and Jen starting at 4:30.
Welcome back to the Las Vegas Invitational on Fox, sponsored by Continental Tire. Our score at halftime, UCLA leading North Carolina 46-41. You know, Bill, a lot of the guys at halftime were talking about UCLA's overall play, and it was outstanding. But, boy, Kobe White was off the charts for Roy Williams.
They're really solid, making plays and not turning it over. Of course, we know what he can do on this offensive end. That was a clear route. He was able to, through that little running hook, made himself open by anticipating, and of course the run out. This is some of the athleticism he presents. There's a little bit of everything in this kid's game.
Here's a look at our first half stats, sponsored by Continental Tire. And really, you know, the rebounding story is impressive to me because Moses was out pretty early with some foul difficulty. And look at that number of opportunities at the free throw line. Let's look over to Andy Katz now, who's got some more for us.
All right, thank you, Tim. I just walked back onto the court with North Carolina head coach Roy Williams. And to that rebounding point, that's something he singled out to me. Not a good number for them to be out rebounded by 6. He said, we got to sprint back defensively. On the offensive side, I asked him, where's that rhythm offensively despite Kobe White scoring? He says, it's a little bit of a carryover from last night. As for that 2 of 11 combined for Luke May and Cam Johnson, he told them, look, I'm going to play you in the second half. As you see them on the floor right now, keep shooting. Back to you, Tim.
I got to tell you, Andy, that's as late as I've seen North Carolina come out for a half. There was a minute 38 left on the clock when they brought him up. I'm guessing that was a lengthy conversation.
Right, maybe some criticism, but some teaching aspects as well. One thing about Carolina, they don't take bad shots, so you can shoot yourself back into it. Look at this. Got to catch and finish. Yeah. Fumble, maybe.
He put it right in point-blank range, and Moses couldn't handle it. Brooks is rejected.
What a look.
Hands, by the way, had 8 assists in the first half. Only a couple of points. That one goes off the backboard. Moses trying to run it down. Was deflected, but last touched by Moses, so North Carolina will have it.
And Moses threw the ball backwards so he could get down the floor in time. Pretty clever. Let the referee get it.
He was a little gassed trying to get up and down the floor against Michigan State yesterday.
You would be as well.
No doubt. Kenny Goins and Nick Ward were a load for him to deal with. You'll see them later against Texas in the championship.
There's what Roy said, right? Andy had it.
Yes, he did. He has 6 points now, and it's 46-44. Well, Steve Alford said also to Andy going into break that they like the pace of this game. It is a more free-flowing, open-court game than they had against Michigan State. There's Moses.
Nice
getting it done.
Nice look inside by Wilkes. Set it up.
This is more of a comfort zone, it appears. There's Johnson again. Very aggressive. He's answering the bell from his coach.
Pretty good response. They'll push up the floor, set this up, though. That's the gorgeous part about it. Gives him ample time to attack the tip.
Carolina faithful being heard from early here in the second in this consolation game of the Las Vegas Invitational.
Nice denial. Look at this.
Johnson again. End to end.
How about him taking over? Wow. Turnover at half court causes this timeout for UCLA. Great denial. Set it up. It's usually the defense that turns it around for the Heels.
Cam Johnson with 10 points in the last 3 minutes of action.
Nice to be long and lengthy, huh? And then the ability to put it on the deck, use that rim to ward off as you get closer. But full extension, Ali had a step and go, create a passing lane. Pretty good D. The Heels back in this thing.
Barkeep, Bud Lights for everyone.
Actually, I prefer an ice mead.
Barkeep, Bud Lights for everyone and a mead.
Is it autumnal?
Bud Lights for everyone and one autumnal mead.
Is it malty and full-bodied? Because I like malt.
Cancel that mead.
Bud Light, for the many, not the few.
I'm not ready to lose my hair. Not now. But I never thought there was a real solution. Now I use Keeps, the easiest way to keep my hair. And I can get my treatment without leaving the couch. Go to Keeps.com to learn more.
Open up your eyes, you're about to see a new thing. Open up your eyes, you're about to see a new thing. Everybody want a new thing. Pick it if you like it, everybody want a new thing.
So, how many credit cards did I have after business school? 6? Yeah, that interest rate was crazy. Good thing I got a loan to pay them off faster. And right before I got engaged. But now that I'm debt-free, I can actually contribute to the wedding. And go on a honeymoon. You know, out of state. Well, this is why I SoFi.
With SoFi's no-fee personal loans, consolidate your credit cards to get one lower monthly payment.
There are a chosen few in possession of an X factor most can only dream of, capable of bringing a packed building to its feet with a simple wave of their arms. They don't just inspire school spirit, they embody it. Statues are built in their honor. Yep, there's no big man on campus bigger than the one in the big furry suit.
The Las Vegas Invitational on Fox is sponsored by DollarShaveClub.com. We have everything you need in the bathroom. We're tied at 48. And how about Cam Johnson's last 3 minutes of action?
Boy, he has awakened. Ability to make that jumper certainly lifts his spirits. The dribble drive, the denial at the other end. All of a sudden, they're right there knocking at the door.
No points in the first 19:58, but going back to the end of the first half and the first 1:55, 10 points for him. So he's making a difference, and they need that from him. He's their leading scorer coming in.
You were condemning he and May. Let's see if May can overhear you.
They were a collective.
Look at this step up the denial. Oh, long should have been a 5-second.
Prince Ali saves it, 10 to shoot. And he gets it back over to Wilkes, who drains it.
What a find, huh?
15 in the game for Chris Wilkes. I'd say Steve Alford wanted him to be the go-to guy, and he has been for UCLA. White with the dump down and a foul prior to that. I think Moses got his third. Wow. That was a needless foul there.
Absolutely. Brooks trying to post up, gets a cheapie.
Well, that'll turn him into a spectator again. Just not needed.
Yeah. He does get a little flat on his post defense.
Kobe White, beautiful find. How about that pass?
And he gave a little eye and ball fake to May in the corner. Just just froze the baseline defender.
7 assists now for Kobe White. Hands working on May. Now the switch.
He was trying to split the ball screen.
Prince Ali, that one off the heel, taken down by Kobe White.
A nice check out by May.
White, one more time.
Nice rebound.
May, yes.
Mayday.
6 in the game, and you hear Luke from the Carolina Partisans. 52-51. Tar Heels have taken the lead. Their first in quite some time.
O'Reilly would have then they get White. He took the shot first. The hand was extended, but this is just a terrific offensive opportunity. Little fake, bang, and boy, did that have some heat on it. And just a really good understanding. Pretty good stroke. Fortunate enough to get that offensive rebound, but a nice little slip to the rim. And the other end, just a giveaway. White took it on the chin and then sort of retaliate. That's when he just let it go.
Yeah, Kobe White's going to have to sit now with 3 fouls. Roy Williams talking to him again. There have been some cheap fouls given up by Kobe and a few others. The Heels. And there's an answer from Jalen Hands. His second field goal. UCLA reclaims the lead.
A tough little slip pass. Just didn't get it far enough into the lane.
So Leaky Black has now come back onto the floor. He'll have to run the Tar Heels offense with Cam Johnson, Luke May, Kenny Williams, and Garrison Brooks, the 5 on the deck for North Carolina.
No zone look on the out of bounds.
May.
There he goes. Too good not to excel.
He's got 9 now. 55-54, North Carolina.
All the preseason accolades in the ACC for Luke.
And remember, an original walk-on for the Tar Heels. Beautiful work by Nasir Little.
Kick.
Quality outlet. How about that?
Led him to the run.
What a bounce pass. Length of the floor on the outlet. And North Carolina leads by 3. First the defensive play, and then the transition.
Well, they were really up in the pass. Now you got a back cut, step and go. Right there.
Prince Ali has it with time winding down on the shot clock. Now gives it up. Hands from way downtown.
We got a little show going right now.
He's got 8, and we're tied at 57, 5 minutes gone by. Luke May. That's a push on Black.
Black, yeah. You give away. Well, we said the defense is the thing that's going to get you going. Collaboration at the rim, and look at this kick-out pass. Even the stud who's played well all tournament enjoying it, Kobe White, and why not? Johnson lightened it up as well. Woo!
There are those who choose a different path in life. A path of selflessness, of service. A path that leads to freedom. Do you have what it takes? Find out at GoArmy.com/warriors.
Take your razor, yep. Up and down, never side to side, Shakim. You got it? Come on, stay focused.
Hard work, baby. Gonna pay off.
Kay's Black Friday sales event, 4 days only. Save 50% off select jewelry and shop hundreds of gifts with thousands in savings. November 23rd to the 26th. Only at Kay.
Whether I'm right, whether I'm wrong, whether I find a place in this world or never belong, I've gotta be me, I've gotta be me. What else can I be but what I am?
Doesn't that cloud right there look like a penguin?
Really? That looks exactly like a busted pipe spewing water everywhere.
Can you just stop being an insurance agent for like 2 seconds?
It's my job to think about these things.
Well, what does that cloud look like?
That looks just like your house. That's being burglarized. They're stealing your TV right there. Oh, and right there, it's a bear destroying your car.
You need a vacation soon, very soon.
You know, Chris, some of us don't have an off-season.
The Las Vegas Invitational on Fox is sponsored by DollarShaveClub.com. We have everything you need in the bathroom. By SoFi, a personal finance company to fit your goals. And by State Farm, here to help life go right. Our score here in the desert, 57 all. As you look at the numbers on the two principal stories offensively for North Carolina coming in from first half to second, what a difference a half can make.
Well, that actually helps everybody else enjoy their performance. You start to feel comfortable. Your lead guys have been productive in the first half. They're missing in action.
Now, North Carolina as a team starting this second half at 70%. They've hit 7 of their last 9 shots, and those two guys have a lot to do with that. They shot 44% in the first half as a team.
I guess Roy admonishing them for second-guessed themselves. A nice little move. Yeah, he's good around the rim, isn't he? Big, strong guy, Kobe Riley.
So much for needing to warm up before the second half.
Yeah.
Garrison Brooks picks up his 3rd foul. Now, this is going to become an issue later in the game now because Kobe White's got 3. Garrison Brooks has 3. North Carolina has yielded some giveaway fouls that could come up and bite them late in this game if it happens to be close. Riley at the line trying to finish it off and does.
Maurice Lucas comes to mind with Riley.
Yeah, good call.
Maurice was a righty, but just the power kind of forward that brings physicality to a game.
Casey Black surveys and decides to call his own number. Garrison Brooks could not corral it. It was taken away by Chris Smith.
Driving into traffic like that, not a good play.
They're fortunate to hold on to it. I think Luke May took one in the noggin, as did Kenny Williams.
Steve said, where are you going?
Yeah, Kenny's holding his eye. Or his forehead. I think he's got to get him out of the game. Brandon Robinson will check in. Garrison Brooks, who's got the 3 fouls, will also sit down. Nasir Little is back on the floor with Brandon Robinson. 6 minutes deep here in the second half. Not a bad consolation matchup we've got. 2 of the blue bloods of the sport. Ball is loose on the deck, and we're going to get a tie ball with the arrow going the other way. North Carolina will have it. Steve, on his birthday, came with the relaxed look of November basketball. Roy decided to go with a more conventional North Carolina approach with his sartorial splendor today.
He's got some great powder blue jackets.
Yes, he does.
Boy, a 4 of forwards and guards right now. May was wide open and finally got it to him.
Step back.
Yeah, and it actually, he had a layup. They didn't see him. He moved out.
Yeah, I think
the car goes south.
He gave a little time to think about it. Said, I'll take one more if you please.
Open up a better passing lane.
60-59, North Carolina. 3 for 4 now for Luke after a 1 for 5 start.
Hands. Well, he's showing you his ability to be a shooting guard as well.
He's got 11. And a foul as Cam Johnson was driving in. Chris Wilkes picks it up.
A nice little job here. May keeps himself available, begging for it. Don't acknowledge why not. Move it out and drill the 3.
Bruins go to Jalen Hill to check in, taking over for Cody Riley.
And May going out there looking at his hand.
Well, I'm not sure when he did that.
That he's bleeding or
yeah. Well, when he hit Kenny Williams and the two of them were hit,
that may be
that's when it happened. I think they probably didn't notice it until now.
He's not the only guy with a bad headache in Las Vegas. I know that. A lot of guys looking for the aspirins. A little small change,
yeah. Down underneath on the mismatch. Foul will go against Jalen Hands. Here's where they hit heads, Bill. Friendly fire between the two Tar Heels. Wow.
I thought he was going to foul. Good avoidance.
Williams is no worse for the wear. He's back out there. He was holding his eye when he hit May. And a foul again on the drive. By Nasir Little, it goes against Chris Smith.
And good refereeing, too. He was on the way up. They're looking for the goaltending. A pretty good handle. This kid is going to be something. As the year progresses, I like his middle game.
Orlando Christian, where he prepped and was ranked as the #3 recruit in the class of 2018. That's behind R.J. Barrett of Duke and Cam Reddish.
Going to be a fun year. A lot of good teams. A lot of teams that you up your game a little bit. You're going to pay the price. Circling on the box and cross screening. This is a good defensive set right now. Not getting into anything. Under 10.
Hands has been hot since he calls his own number. Now he gives it up to Bernard. You know he's going to drive.
Yep.
Great work and a shot clock violation. Sterling Manley with the rejection to lead to that issue for Steve Alford's offense.
Really solid defensively, though. You got to make your mind up earlier so you have some options late. Looks like Luke will be back on the floor.
And Manley just does not look for a shot at all when he gets it. He is only a passer. Little goes right in on Hill.
They got caught up. They're going to stop playing. Let's see what they're doing. They got a timeout. Well, we just talked about later in the year. Well, why not early in the year? Take it to the tin with some alacrity. Big time. Send it in. Little, big, at the rim.
You headed down the highway when the guy in front slams on his brakes out of nowhere. You do too, but not in time. Hey, no big deal. You got a good record, and Liberty Mutual won't hold a grudge by raising your rates over one mistake. You hear that, Karen? Liberty Mutual doesn't hold grudges. How mature of them.
For drivers with accident forgiveness, Liberty Mutual won't raise their rates because of their first accident. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
You asked, and it's back. The Papa John's Double Cheeseburger Pizza brings cheeseburgers and pizza together again. It's the best reunion ever. For $11, get a large pizza with double beef, zesty burger sauce, cheese, Roma tomatoes, and pickles.
There are a chosen few in possession of an X factor most can only dream of, capable of bringing a packed building to its feet with a simple wave of their arms. They don't just inspire school spirit, they embody it. Statues are built in their honor. Yep, there's no big man on campus bigger than the one in the big furry suit.
So, you're driven, and you have a ton of goals. But you're stuck in the vicious cycle of credit card payments. It's time to get a personal loan from SoFi. Borrow up to $100K to pay off your credit cards, and then pay us back with one monthly payment. And it's all with 0 fees. Get a personal loan and pay no fees.
Born in the same hospital, destined to cross paths again, on opposite sides of the fiercest rivalry in sports.
Welcome back to the Las Vegas Invitational on Fox, sponsored by Continental Tire. Look at our Continental Tire game summary. You see the three-point field goal shooting is a wash, but the points and the paint have been with North Carolina. Hence some concern as we go inside the huddle of Steve Alford of UCLA.
We're not guarding at all, guys. Your defense has just really gone down. I mean, really gone down. You're not guarding anybody. They're 60-point pace. This score is still at a 60-point pace. You're not going to beat them. You're not going to get stops. You're ultimately not going to beat them.
How about that? And right on the money, too. They got to counter the good defense by UNC, who has stepped it up in their half court. I think early offense, they've got to get into it.
Yeah, I think,
don't you think?
Yeah, the Bruins had the early offense. I thought it stimulated their defense in the first half.
Right.
And the same has been true for North Carolina in the second half.
Well, now a stimulant on the floor in Moses Brown. Let's see if that helps them.
Yeah, it didn't help UCLA that he picked up that cheap third foul early in the second half. He's really the only Bruin in some difficulty.
Oh, Black got held. Black got held.
And no whistle. He did.
Oh, he had a run out.
Well, UCLA better be wise to understand that the shot clock's rolling there at 5. Hill takes it. There's Moses. Missed the putback. Tried to get it all done in one jump.
Well, you got to stick him, though. He does a nice job around that offensive glass.
May. That's 4.
Number 4.
That's 4.
That's a tough match for him. May is clever, smaller, really understands offense, more experienced, this little duck end.
I don't know. That's even the end of it.
He's had 2 of those mystery jobs.
You know, it looked like a push, but it wasn't a push.
No, he's got 2 of them today.
You know, a lot of times, Bill, it's just tougher on big guys. They get noticed a lot more.
Well, the fall sold it, I guess.
Yeah, it did. And it was a veteran move by May. That was a phantom foul.
Yeah, it was.
So Riley back on the floor now, number 2, and he's out there checking Nasir Little, who has played, as you mentioned, big of late.
It was that pull-up game. He really has the ability to convert in a lot of ways. Electrifying at the rim that time. Good organization on that jumper.
You know, Bill, we didn't have any lead changes in the first half. We've already had 7 here in the second. Back and forth we go. Bernard working on May. Singleton with the dump down to Riley against Little. Tough take. Tapped out to Williams. Here come the heels. May is the trailer.
Good control.
To Little. Woohoo. The rebound cleared by Bernard for UCLA.
Yeah, Bernard really competes, though. He's not afraid to go at the rim. They're out of sorts and costly.
Just his first foul, but ill-advised.
Running with reckless abandon. You can use that Saturday in your football game. Out of control, Page. No dividends.
By the way, everyone on my crew in Fort Worth, we got TCU and Oklahoma State, wanted to know how late we were up last night. I said, we went in early. Early
to bed.
May in traffic.
We said did a nice job of that defensive set on the squeeze box play, but just the effort of Carolina very much more involved. And when you do that, sort of raises the level of play too. Get a little more confidence, a little hop in your step, and why not? Luke, the guy that provides most of that lift, along with Johnson at the beginning of the half.
Well, there's no denying that they took a look at the box score at the break and said, we need to get those two guys fired up, and they did.
Just goes about his business, this kid. Flash and just solid.
Tap out, beautifully done by Cam Johnson. There's Kobe White.
Boy,
that's just smart basketball.
That's a dagger. You don't squeeze.
Steve's calling for a timeout. He got it. 10 of 19 from downtown. The Tar Heels are feeling it now.
Keeping it alive. So important. Clever. Heads up play. Get them organized. Drill it. Kobe on the money big time.
Kay's Black Friday sales event, 4 days only. Save 50% off select jewelry and shop hundreds of gifts with thousands in savings. November 23rd to the 26th. Only at Kay.
I just got my Ancestry DNA results. 74% Italian. And I found out that I'm from the big toe of that sexy Italian boot. So this holiday season, it's Ancestry DNA per tutti. Order your kit now at Ancestry.com.
I'm most thankful for my faith, my family, the opportunity to coach young men at an incredible institution like UCLA, and with everything that's happened as well, I'm thankful for the first responders, the firefighters, the police that have helped with everything that's gone on with the fires here in our area.
Beautiful thought from Steve. And his family was uprooted during the fires in Southern California. Talked to us about it, and you could tell he was moved emotionally about it. And just hearing his description of it, Bill, sort of reminded me of being in Manhattan 11 days after 9/11. You know, the way they were being treated and the effort that he knew that those first responders expended.
To experience it, he said, was absolutely dreadful, and appreciate what all these wonderful people have done to save lives and get things back to normal.
He said, unless you've been in it, you know, watching it on a cable news operation is not the same as looking out your front door and actually seeing it and the effects it's going to have on so many. So our thoughts and prayers remain with everyone still impacted, and they are in many ways in Southern California and Northern California. 69-62. Bruins need to answer now because that play, essentially the tap out by Johnson, as you mentioned, could be a dagger. And there's another turnover. Williams end to end.
The denial, they step it up out of the timeout. Overplay, turn their back to the basketball. If you don't have a pressure release, you're going to pay dearly. Watch the arms extended here. Just a gorgeous job. Everybody gets out. And that little slap by May. Between he and Johnson, they've really enlivened this approach on the offensive end.
Williams at the free throw line. 11 points for him now. He was really the first to step up to help Kobe White in the first half when very few Tar Heels did, and UCLA had control of the game as a result. Much of the first half led by 5, 46-41 at the break. And now they find themselves down by 9, largest lead of the night for UCLA. Carolina.
Here's a nice stroke on that foul line. Little front job and weak side help Tardy.
Much needed hoop for Riley.
Nice post entry by Hands.
Long rebound taken down by Williams.
50-50.
May. Good ball movement to Williams.
That's why he should be making that shot. He's got a terrific looking stroke. If he comes alive, my goodness, now they got some dynamite on the perimeter.
15 for him now, and it's 74-64. First double-digit lead. That's a quick shot by Hands. Little.
Nice pass, too.
Rejected and fouled, finally.
With a little bit of a spark right now. They're alive, Carolina, at this point, but it's just not afraid to make the extra pass. Look at this thing all the way out here, over to the top. Get them organized. KW.
Well, they've ignited their offense through their defensive effort. We really shouldn't be surprised at that.
Red Holzman wrote a book years ago, Hit the Open Man. And Carolina personifies that.
Highest profile recruit really to Chapel Hill since Harrison Barnes. North Carolina has actually pulled in some championships without having those 4- and 5-star recruiting classes. They've proven that they can do it other ways.
Brown on the floor now. No sense saving him. 8:34 left. Down by 12. Once again, 3-quarter all over the floor.
Wilkes, a runner, stays with it.
Nice play. They're going to jump ball.
Yep. Possession arrow is to UCLA.
Now, Luke's not known as a guy that can soar, but he's always in the right spot and gets him before he elevates entirely.
This is now a 19-5 run for North Carolina over the last 5 minutes and 40 seconds. It's time for the Bruins to answer.
A little difference defensively by UNC. Oh, not a good one.
Oh, yeah.
And 3.
They're going to give a 3.
Yeah.
They're going to give a 3 on that. May will pick up the foul, so this could be a 4-point play. As that ball did go in, I thought for a moment maybe Moses Brown got a hand on it. There's the foul. Now watch. No, he did not. That's a good one. Boy, the iron kind right there. Going to have a 4-point.
You're over the limit on iron.
76-67. There's a steal. Hands with quick hands all the way, and misses the layup.
And that's Johnson hustling, but they don't come up with
follow.
it.
Wilkes gets the follow.
Numbers prevailed.
20 in the game for Chris Wilkes. That was a big, big save for UCLA by Wilkes.
Oh, nice high-low. Huh?
Brooks, that's 5.
The little house. Oh.
But just let him take the shot.
Yeah,
time and score.
Well, he's got to know. Sometimes you have to give up the layup. Again, position defense doesn't do a really good job. Gets caught on the high side, and just had to stay in a harm's way when you got 4 fouls.
North Carolina coming up aces here in the second half. Here at the Las Vegas Invitational, brought to you by Continental Tire.
Hit me.
Schedule a test drive today. There's plenty of space available. The Volkswagen Drive to Decide event. Get a Volkswagen with America's best 6-year, 72,000-mile limited warranty. Get a $1,000 bonus on select 2019 Jetta and 2018 Tiguan and Atlas 2.0T models.
When out with friends, you could tell the truth or a better version of it. Just ask Dos Equis, the beer Mexico's astronauts left on the moon.
Yep, still there.
Aged for 400 years deep within Mount Cerveza. And the only beer to escape Alcatraz and survive. Maybe that's why we're the one beer on draft in Dan Marino's Dan Cave. Woo! Dos Equis. Keep it interessante.
Dependability, honesty, integrity, just like in the military and at the Air Force Academy, and certainly for my family, my grandfather, those are the things I'm always getting when I'm dealing with USAA. You can always depend that you're going to be able to get someone on the phone. Those people are going to be friendly, and they're going to be able to help you with whatever you need done. You never feel like you're just a number. You always feel like an individual when you're dealing with USAA. I'm Joe Lombardi, and I'm a USAA member for life.
USAA. Get your insurance quote today.
There are a chosen few in possession of an X factor most can only dream of, capable of bringing a packed building to its feet with a simple wave of their arms. They don't just inspire school spirit, they embody it. Statues are built in their honor. Yep, there's no big man on campus bigger than the one in the big furry suit.
The Las Vegas Invitational on Fox is sponsored by Continental Tire, for what you do, and by USAA Insurance, banking and investments tailored for the military community. 76-69 our score. North Carolina in our consolation game with the lead over the Bruins. And Bill, here's the assist of the game, sponsored by State Farm. Talk to an agent today at 1-800-STATE-FARM.
We talked about the ability to pass the ball and find the open shooter. All you have to do is be organized, put it right there in the shooting pocket. Right now, let's see. What do you think? Playing small might be beneficial to UCLA? With Brown out?
They have, with Riley on the floor to go along with Jalen Hill, they seem to be playing a little bit more abandoned, if you will, than with the big fella in there. I love Moses Brown. I think he's going to be
he's going to be a great player.
But in this matchup, Bill, it just, to me, looks like that they actually can play the open floor style a little better without him.
And the bigs of UNC aren't the factors.
Yeah.
You know, most of the people on the perimeter are doing most of the damage.
We'll see. 78-69. Do the Bruins have another run in them? Chris Wilkes has been outstanding. They wanted him to be their go-to guy today. And Hands has been dealing. Yeah, there's a foul underneath. It's going to be a push. It goes against Garrison Brooks.
Getting him a little deeper on the floor. Is that number 4?
Yep, that's his 4th. And the reason, Bill, we touched on those fouls in the first half. Multiple guys with 2, then guys with 3. Kobe White got an early 3rd. And Brooks now picks up a 4th.
And now this is, I think, an advantage to Carolina. They're playing small.
Yeah.
A little more dynamite on the floor.
So much of the scoring's come from there, with the exception of Cam Johnson and certainly Luke May here in the second half. They warmed up quite a bit.
May is really a good defender in terms of help.
Ooh, yes, and one. The foul on White.
Boy, that pretty good elevation by Hands.
4th foul on White.
Yeah, good guards control that lane. Now, this is like their ISO.
Yes.
A little reach back and the reach down causes the damage.
Well, Leaky Black will have to come in for Kobe White. So he now has 4. Brooks has 4. We touched on Brown already leaving the game. 78-71 with just over 7 left.
Boy, attrition here, huh?
Yeah.
Run out of bodies. He can elevate now. He knows it. Good help. Read by Hill.
Williams off the heel, taken down by Hands. He looks to push. Eyes up.
Nice Phil.
Riley. Good defensive work by Luke May.
Made up for not being in the passing lane initially.
Little. Oh, what a move.
Boy, did he explode. Using the rim.
13 for Nasir Little. Talk about quick first steps for a big fella. That was a quick burst.
Oh, too much drill. Don't show it. You're right. Individual ability.
Prince Ali takes Johnson into the painted area, throws one up from the hip. Ill-advised.
Tell you, more you watch May, he does a lot of things defensively, communicates well, assists his teammates, not just individual one-on-one.
Johnson, straight line drive, pulled down by Riley.
Tried to do a little cut job there like Stephon Marbury.
Yeah. Hands.
Nice hustle by Williams.
Yeah. It's going to be out of bounds, though, off North Carolina. Take a look at this.
Plenty of room on that baseline to explode by, and Smart with that long length, the extension, able to use that rim to negate any opportunity to block the shot.
Chris Wilkes needs a touch. And looks like we've got just out of bounds.
The carry, maybe.
Yeah, carry.
Yeah.
Roger Ayers all over it. Much to the chagrin of Steve Alford.
Got to get shots coming down the stretch. can't self-destruct. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
It is painful. Real squeeze box again.
May the pop out for three. Hands trying to battle. That's a great play by the little guy. He knew that he had in Leaky Black a much taller player next to him, and he just used his body as much as he could as a shield.
Just heady play here. I just love how May gets available, too. That open jumper to look, but you learn that little play in the schoolyard.
Haven't been able to say Wilkes had the ball that often. They've done a nice job on him defensively, North Carolina, in the last few minutes.
They really played a passing lane. Make you...
On the wing, Smith. Out there, Cam Johnson saves it to Leaky Black.
Before he went out of bounds. Look at May again. Goodness.
Little. That's going to be a bump, which will go against Chris Smith.
May sprints the floor and it gets out to the corner, but it's all about Little playing big time. Whether it's the drive, the jam, the ability with length to get across and finish with that left hand. He will be large as the year progresses.
Hung up there for quite a while, didn't it?
Sure did.
Well, Nasir was salutatorian of his senior class and a 4-year honor roll student at Orlando Christian. Gets the roll. 14 points, 10 of them in the second half, Bill. He's been magnificent. And the lead back to 10.
Such a learning process, too. You know, what I can get away with. Nice little screen to get the open look.
There's Wilkes.
Nice job by Smith finding him.
Chris Wilkes has been the answer for UCLA. He's got 22. May high arching off the
just knows how to play.
He does.
He really does.
He's so cognizant of spacing, too.
You know, the floor, very understated.
Cody Riley gets the foul. That's number 4 on him. So Alford now in some danger of losing extra bodies down low to go along with Moses Brown.
Different Luke May. They're a different team.
Yeah.
And he plays up to his standard.
Texas took him away last night. They really did.
Yeah, they did. They did a great job. And sometimes you fight yourself, too.
(83-73) with just over 4 minutes left. 15 now for Luke May. Smith on his own. Air ball.
Pull the string. Look at May run the floor right down the lane. Johnson with him.
Yeah.
Terrific.
It's all North Carolina now.
Out and running. Outnumbering.
Hands can't get it to go. And the floodgates
nice
have opened.
Run here. What a pass.
Rejected. Uh-oh, we've got an injured player. It's Wilkes. He's down.
Boy, hold on.
Extended his left knee.
Oh, he's holding it.
Yes, he is. Looked like it was hyperextended. At the moment he launched himself into the air. Sure hope he's okay. That's a great concern. You know, outnumbered, he went down there to make a saving defensive play, and he did in blocking the shot, but in so doing, his left knee is going to be the issue here as he came down. Right there. We'll check on him, hope that the young man is okay. A lot of concern. He's been fantastic for the Bruins today. We'll be right back.
This happens all the time. I'll help take care of it.
No, I'll take care of it.
What's that?
The budget insurance companies are building these cheap knockoff robots to compete with us.
How may I assist you, fine gentlemen?
Looks really freaky.
One thing is certain, these bots don't have the compassion of a real State Farm agent.
I have compassion.
Here, we cool.
I'm so sorry for your automobile.
Manolo, you're so cold. Come in. What's wrong?
It's dry.
Your scalp might get dry in the winter too. Try Head & Shoulders Dry Scalp Care. It nourishes the scalp and keeps you up to 100% flake-free. Head & Shoulders Dry Scalp Care.
There are a chosen few in possession of an X factor most can only dream of, capable of bringing a packed building to its feet with a simple wave of their arms. They don't just inspire school spirit, they embody it. Statues are built in their honor. Yep, there's no big man on campus bigger than the one in the big furry suit.
Whether I'm right, whether I'm wrong, whether I find a place in this world or never belong, I've gotta be me, I've gotta be me. What else can I be but what I am?
Maybe some promising news on Chris Wilkes as he was being taken off the floor. Just moments ago, he was being assisted to the bench, and he's still there. And, you know, we're not going to speculate, but it does appear to be the left calf that they're dealing with now. And maybe it's a good sign that he's right there, that he's not somewhere else. He's still with his team on the sidelines, and he's not in the locker room.
Surprising it doesn't happen more often when you think of it.
Yeah. Let's update our keys to success, Bill, and see how that has worked out, especially in the second half for North Carolina.
He's done a nice job, and I think they've contained the dribble. Even though there's a lot of paint points, a lot of it has been passing and driving from the side, but by and large, not bad. Carolina really makes you catch deeper on the floor. Look where they're still out here, almost at 10.
Hands with the clock winding down. Nice. Smith on a dribble drive. And a follow. Beautiful flush there by Jalen Hill.
A little rearrangement. Of course, anytime you drive, big step up, there's the backboard.
First points of the game for Jalen Hill. Good news. We just learned that it is officially a cramp for Chris Wilkes, so he'll be okay. And there's a foul on Ali. Well, let's take a look at the play of the game, sponsored by Continental Tire, and this was a big tap out.
Who else, right? Johnson to tip it out, and then Kobe able to drill it. Just an opportunity seized.
Well, our halftime score was 46-41. UCLA got quick control, was shooting at a high clip. And then in the second half, they just turned the tables when May and Johnson got into the game offensively. And now they've been outscored pending this free throw, 48-47 now to 27 in the second half. So it's been all North Carolina with the help of the emergence of Tim as well as Luke May.
Well, you want to score quickly now for UCLA. This is a pretty good run here. Get to the free throw line. Carolina conversely trying to maintain perimeter defense, be aggressive, make them use clock.
May picks up the foul, and that's his fourth with 2:24 to play, and Hill will get to the free throw line.
You got to think Moses Brown takes a lot out of this 2 days, don't you?
Yeah.
In terms of how hard I have to work and things I have to learn.
Well, no one wanted to leave Las Vegas with 2 losses. UCLA may get it, but I loved what Steve Alford said to Andy Katz earlier today. He says, you know, we needed that last night, and we need this game today too. So he believes that for this program anyway, UCLA will get a lot out of it, regardless of coming away with 2 L's.
See how quickly they got rid of the ball before they could trap and use the sideline. Using a little bit of clock, and now they'll go. A little ball screen.
Kobe White. What a move.
Oh, a counter at the rim. Boy, there's some lingerie lingering out there.
Boy, oh boy.
Timmy, get the janitor. We got some debris on the floor. Oh, my goodness. Get the tape out. Couple of ankles weakened. And right at the summit. How about that? Get it out of town.
I'll tell you, man, don't get that guy loose on the dance floor. He'll floor you.
Jalen Hill. What big.
Ooping for little. Had to because of the shot clock.
Got the rim.
They did get the rim.
Nice cross.
Oh, hands trying to go for a little hammer time slam. And that foul is given up by May, and that's his fifth.
How about this, too? That's a guard, folks. Afraid to be aggressive.
Luke will leave the game with 16 points and 8 rebounds. That's some elevation there.
Much more May-like, huh? May Day.
Tell you, in the Pac-12, Bill, as was the case a year ago with UCLA. And I mean, I think the league took a lot of hits a season ago, but his club came out of it. They got better as the season went on after all the controversy in China. I see the same with this team. I think the prospects for them in Pac-12 play again will be very, very good as the season rolls on.
I think they're going to have a good year in the league.
North Carolina needed this too with what lies ahead for them. Their schedule is really amped up. Murderers Row, is it ever? Taking on all comers.
When you think about the Pac-12, and you think of Washington, Oregon, Arizona State, well, they got everything out of it except the deuce.
Bernard end to end. Puts it through. Nice job.
He's relentless, isn't he?
Yep. 88-78. Lead down to 10. And a quick foul given away by Bernard. On the North Carolina schedule, we touched on it. Look at that. Number 9, Michigan. You got a good look at them recently against Villanova.
Boy, are they playing well.
The Zags just took down Duke, then Kentucky. And Davidson is no picnic either, as you know.
Bob McKillop, outstanding job year in and year out. Pretty good judge of talent, I would say, too.
You think? Man.
Steph Curry?
Absolutely. And the Bruins schedule, Hawaii, then Loyola Marymount. Notre Dame will be a big one for them, and Rick Bird's Belmont team will be jacking up threes, and then you got to go at Cincinnati where
they can shut you down.
They really play some defense.
Well, Cincinnati beat them out there last year.
Sure did.
Nice D, and it should be hands.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting?
Black got the foul.
I thought hands gave it.
Well, give me your thoughts on our championship game coming up. What do you expect? It's going to be a fun one.
We know Michigan State is a power-driven team. The push, you got to get back.
Right.
The physicalness of it will have an impact on Texas, I think. But if those guards get in the lane for Texas and they're able to hit the floater or step up and shoot the ball like they did yesterday, they've got a great opportunity.
I'll be interested in how Jackson Hayes responds today. He played really well. By the way, Wilkes is back on the floor. That is magnificent to see. Number 13 for UCLA. So we were concerned, and now we don't have to be. Best news of the day for Steve Alford.
Indeed.
Can't be the go-to guy if you're not healthy. He really answered today with 22 points. Quick timeout. He wants to get some substitutes in. He's going to bring in some of the guys that are on the scout team. And a nice round of applause for the Tar Heels from their faithful, all rising to attention as they usually do.
Much better performance second half.
Yeah, indeed.
Different team.
Getting Shea Rush out there. Walker Miller, Caleb Lewis. KJ Smith. And a quick foul, so Smith will have a chance to get in the scoring column.
The Jets little guy, right?
Yeah.
Kenny the Jet. Kenny had some career, didn't he?
Boy, he did. I'll never forget
NBA rings, and of course.
I'll never forget the '87 ACC tournament. It was one of the best teams Dean ever had. They played incredible. 2 double overtime games in the semifinals back-to-back before NC State actually upset them in the championship. That team was pretty incredible. Everyone remembers 82 and 93, but those teams in the late 80s were really good. Here comes Smith in the Carolina blue. Right to the rack. Hello,
right, Kenny.
One for the Jet.
KJ.
And the crowd goes wild.
Yeah. As it should. Good handle with the left. Reminiscent of Danny.
Yeah. Gets that one to roll down as well, and it's 94-78. Score will not be indicative of how competitive it really was. As I said, the Bruins are going to improve from all of this, no question about it.
Got to go back to the laboratory.
Yep.
Take some good things and obviously critique your team and get better.
Really good bounce back for North Carolina after the defeat they tasted, and coming from behind to do it, down by 5 at halftime. So our championship game is coming up next. Michigan State and Texas. There's our final, 94-78 with Bill Raftery and Andy Katz. Tim Brando. We'll send you over to Mike Hill, Jim Jackson, and Steve Lavin right after this. It's the Las Vegas Invitational and our consolation winner from Blue Heaven. We'll be right back.
Excuse me, sir. Yes. My TV isn't working.
Oh, it's okay, ma'am. It's not the end of the world.
Not the end of the world. The Saints are playing the Cowboys on Thursday Night Football, and you're telling me it's not the end of the world? Any game with the Cowboys is massive. They're the NFL's royal family. And they're not playing just anyone. They're playing the Saints. The team that keeps reinventing ways to be a juggernaut. Now it's their little pinball out of the backfield. Bing, bing, bing. Not the end of the world. It's practically a national holiday. I'm surprised we're even allowed to fly today.
Friday, the battle for the Apple Cup is on Fox. The stakes are high, and the Pac-12 championship is on the line. Touchdown! Gardner Minshew and the Cougars take on the Huskies. Unbelievable! Washington State, sponsored by Ram. Tonight on Fox and the Fox Sports app.
What can Fox Sunday do for you?
Wrong. Oh, wait, no, that's right.
Look out for an all-new Simpsons.
Vengeful Clown!
Kick back with all new Bobs.
Oh, that tickles.
Ugh. Plus Family Guy and Rel.
Why are you making so many shows? No one could watch more than 300 of them.
Don't miss it Sunday on Fox.
Seahawks, Panthers, or Giants, Eagles. Touchdown! Sunday on Fox and the Fox Sports app.
Looking at the free agents and Machado and Harper, do you have a feeling toward one more than the other?
Wow, this is direct.
Start your day with Good Day.
Uncle John!
You ready?
Yes.
For every kind of big day, there's McDonald's new triple breakfast stacks, stacked with 2 sausage patties, 2 slices of cheese, bacon, and egg.
Hey, it's your old cuddle buddy, Grumpy Bear.
And me, Cheer Bear.
Remember how happy you were when you got us for the holidays?
Yeah, happy.
Get that feeling again with the Honda CR-V during Happy Honda Days.
Hooray!
It's a 2018 KBB.com Best Buy.
Woo!
And it comes with standard multi-angle rear view camera.
Yay!
Get something you love during Happy Honda Days with great deals on the Honda CR-V right now at your Honda dealer.
It's Friday Frenzy at Raymore and Flanagan. Doorbuster deals start at 8 a.m. Save 26% on this sofa and love seat. Save $400 on this TV console. 28% on this queen bed. 30% on this island set. Get a free adjustable base with select mattresses. All with 0% APR for an incredible 72 months. Find it, feel it, furnish it fast during Friday Frenzy at Raymore and Flanagan.
This year, 2,800 people waiting for a liver transplant will die waiting. Don't wait. Find out about living donor liver transplants at UPMC today. Living donor liver transplants mean less waiting and better outcomes. UPMC is the nation's leader in living donor liver transplants. So why wait for a liver transplant? Call UPMC today. UPMC, life-changing medicine.
Nasir Little doing a lot of damage. North Carolina and the boys stepping up in the second half as they get the win 94-78. Championship game coming up, Michigan State, Texas, Cassius Winston. Of course, he is one of the best point guards in the nation, doing it all big yesterday in that big win over UCLA as we get ready for the championship game right here on Fox. Mike Hill hanging out with Jim Jackson and Steve Lavin. Michigan State, very impressive yesterday, led by as many as 29 points against UCLA. And of course,